humanity. Putting truth in these lines while they busy feeding lies. When you got that tunnel vision, gotta open up your eyes. Wake up and go to sleep. Man, I'm praying all times. And to my guys, ain't no other side. This for my brothers, I'ma pray we all shine. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Yeah, you already know.
Depending on the lessons, some people eat, some people learn. But the game is gonna send you a big. Lock the door.
Professor Melly May on the Hood Post, man. Back with Ed Dogg. Little Ed Dogg.
Yes, sir. Louis.
Track New Park.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Dogg, how many times you been shot?
Let's see. You want shot and shot at, or just actually hit?
However you choose to frame it.
I've been shot probably 4 times, maybe 5 times. I've been shot at. I've been shot at a lot.
Can't count.
I could not count. I will honestly say, for all you, and this is for my hood. This is for all y'all that do not know me, okay? For all y'all that had to call and check in and say, who is this nigga? For all of y'all that don't know me, there's a reason I'm sitting behind this camera for him. And it's because of this, what you about to hear. I didn't have to ask y'all for nothing. I didn't have to nothing. I chose that. And I put that on me. And I took that, whatever came with it. So when I said this where I'm from, it's because I live here. I'm from here. I don't have nobody, nothing. I don't agree with you putting your hands on me. You put your hands on me, I'm not really that cool with you. Slap boxing, all of that. I get them up with an enemy. I don't have to get them up with homies. That's not cool. Because that leads to what we saw with a lot of our brothers being backdoored. Rest in peace to Nipsey. Rest in peace to a lot of dudes. You get them up with your friends, you can also get murdered by a so-called friend, y'all. So I don't really subscribe to putting hands on people. When I chose it, I chose it. And that nickname I carry behind the scenes, y'all don't know me. That nickname, the Ghost, is for that simple reason. I find out you beefing with my neighborhood, with the people I love. I don't have to ask your permission. You fair game. We gang banging. It's gang activity. It's gangerisms.
All is fair in love and war.
If that's the same. Thank you,
If they
sir.
weren't, men wouldn't conquer other men and they wouldn't conquer other lands.
There it is there. So when y'all say, well, how come he don't go attack white men, this, that? It's not white men running up on me, y'all. It really wasn't Mexican men running up on me, y'all. It really wasn't a bunch of other races just running up on us, trying to kill us. We not like how Long Beach is set up with the Cambos and the VS. If you're in Orange County, yes, you are going to have mixed race funk like a mother. Shout out to all my homeboys anywhere in Orange County that's colored. That was Bloods or Crips, from the Shelley Streets down to the Gates, because that's what we knew as kids.
Is that Orange County Watergate?
Yes, sir.
Gates?
Santa Ana Watergates, and some of the homies developed into Shelley Street Pirus, Bloods, and eventually became like Bamdale. Made a joke, started Nut Hood with the homeboys out there, took them to Watts. They had some homies from Nut Hood. Shout out to Bigum and Shoulda and them. Much love. I love y'all.
Can you share a consequential moment that happened to you where you got shot? And looking back, 22 is hindsight, right?
Yes, sir.
Was there anything different that you could have done to prevent it from occurring?
I honestly don't know, because you know that when we put the rags on, they know us from that too. And you really never know where you might get seen, right? Look how many of our homeboys got slumped in their car. They reading a book, they looking at something, they doing something. They might have been sipping coffee, they might have been having a cigarette. But if you guys are active, then he's a score. And that's the saddest part about it. So me getting shot, I don't know if I could have prevented it. I don't know if the homies could have prevented it.
The trigger got no heart. And the drive-by knows no names.
And the person holding that trigger have to decide. They got your life in their hand. So when I got hit, was it because I was being a player? Was it because I was in the mixture with somebody woman? Was I pissing somebody off because I hold rags all the way down to my ankle? I would put 3 rags, tie them together, and they damn near hang to my ankle to where OGs like Melly would say, youngster, you got a blue problem. So when the homies asked who I was that problem for my neighborhood against anybody. Because this what I love. This what I rep. Shout out to my cousin Lil Blue from Four Deuce. This what I
So
love.
would you say that more the times that you got shot was more you provoking it, or you being going hard for the blue?
Us just being upfront about it, because look what we wear naturally. If we know Santanas wear black, we know grapes wear purple. You know certain homies wear green.
Those
you know
are
the shotgun.
identifiers.
Yeah, you know the 20s, they wear the gold and black. Saints wear the Raiders gear. Depending on what you wear, if you really in it, you know this dude from here, he got on a big bright Philly
So
hat.
all the different ball caps and different jerseys and starter jackets, those are indicators of certain sections and hoods.
And I want to say this before the Hoovers became criminals. Okay? When we was kids, we heard Hussein, we went down to the Pike. You knew about them. You knew Big Snake and all of them from Venice and them, you know. You knew about the Gear Gang War. You knew about who was getting into it with certain homies. If you was involved and you see this, you know back then you wasn't allowed to be wearing all them colors that you all wear now. You wasn't a Crip wearing a whole bunch of red. You was not a Blood wearing a bunch of blue. You would get in trouble. So that's the difference too in the time, Melly. Remember, we didn't just go
I
for
think with that happening, Ed, that they should just change the name and call it something else, because it's not even a shadow of itself to what it was.
Period.
To where it is today.
Period.
Because the skinny jeans, the 10 chains, and those different.
I'm lost.
And then you got to be rapper / gangbanger /
killer.
Syrup drinker, pill dropper,
and damn near serial killer.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I feel bad for y'all in them other states, because like I said, when I went down roll call and we listened to all the rumors from hood after hood after hood, some of y'all hoods are beyond ruthless to your set. You foul to your face. Yeah, I said it. And I know y'all know.
You're talking about that inner hood.
That inner, some of the statements that are made by other gang members. And I told Melly that I was gonna come hard on y'all today because I'm tired. I've been listening for so long and I never put out this for you guys that I was supposed to put out. I'm doing this for my brother because I love this man, I respect this man. But I had something set up for y'all a long time ago speaking on these things. And I'm gonna say it. I don't think it's a good look for my brothers from the 60s to say you're not a 6-0 till you kill one. That's not a good look. I don't appreciate people saying all Hoovers is booty bandits. I don't appreciate people saying that the 9-0s is this, the 8-trays is that the this is. I don't like that. You guys are supposedly with it. You're supposed to stand up all the way. There was never a time you're supposed to allow your brothers to fight they have to fight for their ass. I'm sorry, y'all. I was not going for it because of this right here. Look at this. This 53 years old. I ain't never, ever had to worry about no man trying to take nothing because he knew for a fact, not only am I with these hands and feet, but I'm gonna try my best to make sure you and I see you. I walked in, there was no lineup around the fence, take a peekaboo. Every single one of them, I look them dead in their face. You don't look too long. That's gangbanging, and I'm not wearing no tight ass pants up in my ass, and I don't got my pants hanging all the way down for you to see the crack of my ass. There's a certain etiquette, there's a certain respect you carry about yourself. Y'all talk about cholos, but cholos gave you guys a lot of the looks that we got. The zoot suiters. You want to go back, blam, blam, blam to them fall. Look at Snoop in them videos. If Snoop was Mexican, he would look just like a cholo when he did them videos. That's the look. It's very clean. It's very crispy. My brothers wear their hats, they brims. They got on stations. They got on dress shoes. They was gang members, y'all, but they was clean and crispy and would knock you out. You don't want to run against Joe. You don't want to see Joe Rockhead one-on-one. I promise you. You didn't want to see Bitter Dog one-on-one. You didn't want to see Petey. You didn't want to see Bogart. You didn't want to see them men. You don't want to see Big K Stone. You don't want to see Big China Man. You don't want to see Big Howard. You don't want to see them alone. I promise. And little as I am, you might not want to see me alone. I'm ripped all up. I got knife wounds. I got scars. I done been shot down, stabbed up, jumped, whooped, you name it. But I ain't never been raped. I ain't never been molested. I ain't never had nothing taken from me I wasn't willing to lose.
There seems to be a social dynamic when it comes to that these dudes somehow mentally detach themselves while in there and be a substance of that behavior and then come out and detach themselves from that and now they want to be back with women.
Amen.
How do they do that? I mean, what is that?
I have to ask you this one. I have to ask you this one. I want you to answer this one for me.
Okay.
As an OG, was we not told the only men that would possibly even be able to live that life, they had to be lifers. They had to honestly possibly never come home to even think to possibly take so-called a punk, a zesty one. Back then, you knew who those zesty men were because they didn't hide it. They wasn't trying to fake the funk for the nasty dump.
The thing about it wasn't talked about, or if those individuals did it, they did it real discreetly. You didn't. It wasn't like
you could come in with 2 years, 6 months.
I've been on the yard with a dude, man. I ain't gonna say his name. Him and his dude walked the yard with the same short outfit, same tennis, and the dude, the set that he was from, they used to just like still like treat him. He was cool. Man, I didn't say nothing to that dude.
I don't get it. I don't understand it because the rules was for real Crippin' and Blood. You don't do that. First off, and if you guys really gonna be real today, be real. Be honest. Them men going home and they dating your aunties, they dating your moms, they dating your sisters, they dating your daughters now. These dudes is going to jail with small time, baby time. They can't even hold on to their weenie for a few years.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
I don't get
nobody's willing to take on that particular subject within the culture.
I am.
And what's crazy about it is that it's not only in the prison, it's in hip hop.
Right now, it's right here.
Yeah. And it's it's out in front of us,
and it's scary.
Yeah, it's very scary.
It's scary. Watching the parents actually promote it.
Yeah.
With their children.
And I ain't gonna put
don't
label
go deep
or talk about it in that sense, but at the same time, we know it's not right.
We know,
but
because it connects to God too. It connects to God too, Melly. And
a lot of people think they need religion, but we need empathy.
A lot of people
empathy tells you what's right and wrong.
And if you stick into it, think about this. If you honestly saying you know the word, if you're saying you know the word, and then someone says, well, I don't really believe, I'm not really sure, this, and that. You know what changed me, honestly, Melly? So I stopped getting shot up, stopped getting all these knife wounds in me, stopped having people trying to break my nose, stopped having people trying to just having to do what I needed to do. Also to make sure I'm still here today. God bless every one of you beautiful children that God gave me. I love every single one of you. But every one of you dudes out there that say what we say, that what I say, cuz or blood, vato, you name it, you are still a part of life, giving life. And at the same time, soon as you do this, you taking life. Soon as you put your thing where it ain't supposed to be, and you mess around and catch something that you can't get rid of, you taking life, loved ones. So what's the difference in you blowing them away or slowly blowing her away? Now you touching on boys and you making it sound like it's okay. You got to be real if you're saying this. I had to say, well, what if there is a God? Because I was bending the word so I could find a reason to knock one of you niggas off. Now, what if it's true? What if he really is real? Because every single person I ever seen said that they had a so-called life and death experience. They all came back and said they either seen angels or they seen demons, Melly. This is real spit. You can look the internet over worldwide. I haven't had one person come back yet and say they saw God or God ain't real. Not one. They said they seen either demonic issue or they seen something that was a godlike issue in their world. I just had to say, well, what if it's true? If he really says that we in trouble for not following these directions in our next life, because this ain't nothing, y'all. This just skin. I ain't seen no one get up out the casket yet and say, hi,
That
I'm
ain't
George
gonna happen.
Washington. I'm back. I'm Christopher Columbus. I'm back.
That ain't gonna happen.
She ain't got up out the grave yet and said, I'm Sacagawea. I'm back.
But let me ask you this: who or what detached us? But at the same time, I just read an article: 85% of gang members are involved in gang culture have mental disorder, mental dysfunction. Right?
Do you think so?
I just read the
I
article.
mean, but do you think so? Because
But
we
from
come
what
from the
I'm
same
gathering
cloth.
and what I'm seeing, at the same time, if I'm looking at the experience and perception of the reality based on the data and the research and the numbers that I'm seeing, I got to kind of agree with
Do
them
you?
because there's a lot of people out there that are very, like, they had this cognitive dissonance, right?
But you said they turned off the right and wrong factor when they just decided to start blowing each other away, right? Let's go there, y'all.
So that's why I asked who or what detached us.
Let's go there.
Is it God or the devil?
Italian versus
Because
Irish.
they might be the same person. I don't know.
Italian versus Irish. Aryans versus Chicano. Black on black. Asian on Asian. White on white. That first part right there, right, gave us the heart to hurt you, to actually kill you if necessary. That gave us the heart there. But we still stuck to a code. We still went to school. We still learning. Look at us. Look at all you honestly been through. You was a hand thrower, Melly. I know you. You was a hand guy too. We keep it 100. Y'all may not know or not. I don't. You're not gonna find nobody saying that they whooped my ass. You're not gonna find it. You're gonna find people say they did this or did that, but they're not gonna tell you they beat me down to where I was like, all right, bruh. No, never, ever.
I never talked about this, Ed, but this one time I was dating this Latina girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of people didn't like it. And I thought I was cool with them. They seemed pretty cool,
Mhm.
but then something told me to just keep them
Keep your
in
eye
my
alert.
peripheral, or keep
Alert.
them
You felt it.
with
You
the eye
smelled it.
shot.
Mhm.
And sure enough, man, they try to make a move.
Here
on
it
me.
comes.
They try to make a
Mhm.
move. On me. But what happened? I was able to grab because people don't know. I know Muay Thai.
Exactly.
Close quarter.
They don't know about
They don't know that
the Arab homie.
Yeah,
They don't know about.
I was able to get his arm, twist it, take the knife from me,
Mm-hmm.
and take the knife and put it back on them.
See, they not
Now
expecting that.
that changed the whole
They're not expecting
trajectory of whatever their intentions were.
They're not expecting that.
They didn't expect what happened, and then they wind up running,
And they don't know that our OGs are honestly are connected to guys like you, the guys that are over 60, the older 50 guys. They were about learning that. They were into stuff
Man,
that we would have never thought.
elbows, knees,
They would have. You'd never
back
think.
knuckles, all that stuff is weapons.
Everything
man.
is everything is
Everything is a
usable,
weapon.
literally. So when you said what detached them, well, if they willing to kill, then they willing to just beat you down for nothing, right? They willing to jump you. They willing to really hurt you. Now, look how many people we done seen get murdered on camera. Y'all watched that girl get beat to death in McDonald's, and y'all pulled out your cameras and watched that girl get jumped by all them girls, and all you men in that y'all stood there and watched it. Where was my sister's keeper? Where was you? You watching men in there screaming help for their life, and they in there fighting for their life in a cell, and y'all don't step out the cell and fix that? You guys are the problem. I'm not, and like my brother said, one of my homeboys came home. He walking around, you know, I had to go back to court. I had an issue in Riverside, so I left Folsom. I had to go back to court. They give me 5 more, send me back to Folsom. When I get back, shout out to the homie Cat from Kelly Park. What's up, Cat? I come back and I see the little zesty boy walk by. He got on the shoes, the pants, the shirt. When you've been in jail and prison with people for so long, you know they clothes. I knew the homeboy's shoes. I knew the homeboy's pants. I knew the homeboy's whole everything. He's a reputable from Grape Street. You know who you are, light skin with them green eyes. Yeah. And he sat there just as calm and comfortable when you come in through the building. And what's up? What's up, man? Why he got on that? Why? Oh man. And y'all know Cat looked like a Cheshire Cat. If y'all know Cat, shouts out to Cat, Cranston, all the homeboys on Harris Block over in Kelly. You know him. He said, I said, say it ain't so. He in there with that boy. And so now, years later, we get paroled. I live in Rialto, y'all. I stay in the country club. I earned something, so have something, right? Look who pulls up to my house, y'all. He pulls up to my house, knowing he had been in that cell with that man all that time. Do you know he pulled up with his wife and his kids, and she was pregnant? Do you know how that hurt me, y'all? Stuff like that is what changed me in my soul. And I said, this ain't right, y'all. Y'all cheating on the game. You cheating with this gangbang. You cheating with everything. If you willing to kill that easy, and you can't even do 6 months, a year, without your sexual coming out to where you would actually touch another man, knowing what we have seen from so many of our celebrities who made that mistake, so many people we respected. That mistake right there, y'all. If you want to take God out of it, you want to take anything out of it, just put that there. That is a danger that y'all cannot control. That's a danger, and you doing this to your mom, your wife, your sister. You doing this to people. You lying. At least them boys over there, at least them dudes over there that sat at that table, we knew what they was about. They wasn't hiding it. They wasn't trying to play like they super calm and cool and chilling. No, and then going back up in here messing with dudes. They was honest about it. I can respect that more than I can respect you dudes dressed up like you still, and you know what you're doing behind the scenes. I don't respect none of you women. I don't respect that lifestyle at all, because it breeds a coldness. It breeds a certain way of thinking. And your children seeing us, they see you. How do you explain this to them? Y'all be for real for a minute. Melly said don't get into it, but God speaks for me. I speak through my Father, so I gotta say it. I don't think it's cool. I don't think it's safe. I don't agree with it. And I made a strong, strong promise that as long as I ever hit a cell, I ever hit another jail cell, another prison cell, I will relieve you of that problem black car. You don't have to ask me. You don't need no big China man. You don't need big Bogart. You got little old ask me, because I don't agree with it. And I find out you doing it in there, I promise you, you're gonna have a ghost in the darkness. I do not agree. Don't put that in my daughter.
The game is going to send you a bill. Lock the door.
Amen.
Cali Finest, baby. Proof of grind all the time. Music money. Got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga. Streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products till the fans get me. It's guap off top. Diamond Cartier. That nigga wall won't give a broke bitch the time of day. They see me climbing. They see me shining. That's hard work. Proof of grinding. New money got me tipping in that 550. Ali, bad man, and I'm so pretty. I got that tech with me. That's my hater sprayer. Go big, grind now, nigga, play later. What can I say?